welcome to my channel, Sleepy Holographic. Today, for halfway to Halloween, I thought I would share decorating my living room to look like a Gothic vampire kind of vibe, maybe sort of a vampire castle. I almost didn't make this video because I actually did this decorating in October, but my laptop and my phone both decided to quit working on me that time, so I thought I had lost everything photo-wise, but I was able to recover some photos and I thought I would share them today. So to start, my living room is ordinarily kind of a spooky library vibe, and I wanted to begin by making it kind of still have some of the same decorations, but also changing it out to be more vampire-centric. So the first thing that I added was this black velvet drape on the fireplace. This is actually just costume velvet from Joann's. I used a 60% off coupon to get it for really cheap. It took 8 yards to do this drape on my fireplace. I used the books from my library to hold it in place. They're great because they're heavy. Then on the bottom, you can see I have these 2 large skulls with bats on top. I got them from At Home. And then these arches directly next to the fire are both from Ross, and they were a really good price. And then the little bat candle holders are also from Ross. And I do move all of the fake candles out of the way because the actual fall season starts to get really cold and we start using the fireplace as a fire. Then, as you can see, I added back in some of the pieces that were already part of my decor. The spooky clock, my owl on a skull, which I got from Home Goods, hourglass, statue, those things. Now I have added my bat candelabras. If you saw my video, I made some of these out of regular candle holders and wall hanging bats from Ross. The other ones I found either at Ross or Joann's or Michael's. The next step is probably the easiest. I took these red roses from Dollar Tree. I just popped them all off of their stems and scattered them throughout the mantelpiece to add the color red, which makes it more vampire. You can see how it looks. Then I move on to the next section, which is my TV stand. I wanted this to be very Legend of Sleepy Hollow. So you see I have my Headless Horseman, and behind it I have this Fall Woods print from Ross. I have my bat sconces, which is another video I did, as well as I've added fall leaves. Added a few bits and bobs from Ross on the floor, and then you can see once all the candles are lit how beautiful they are. They're battery operated. Got them on Amazon. Then I moved the skulls with the bats down to the floor on top of these bat stands that I made out of wind chimes. And I added this other table that just has a red tablecloth and then a lace tablecloth and all my other bat candelabras just because there wasn't really room on the mantle. I added this lace curtain to the window with bats and a little cemetery scene. It does have a spelling error. I got it on Amazon. It says K-I-P instead of R-I-P on the tombstone. Then I added the picture frames, which I put tinfoil inside of so that they would be like mirrors that don't show a reflection because vampire themed. I got these from various stores and then painted them black, and the tinfoil really does give a good effect for a vampire party. Now I want to give you a good view of the buffet style table for the actual party. I moved that small candelabra table over to the other side to go next to it to hold the drinks and the candelabras. And I'll talk a little bit about the food in this picture. As you can see, we have this ice sculpture is a skull, slightly different from the pumpkin one I did in a previous video. Just used a pumpkin bucket for that one, used a skull bucket for this one. It is sitting in a cauldron, and inside the cauldron is a misting fountain, so it mists underneath the skull, which had a really great effect and lit it up. I just put a scene setter behind the table and the candelabras, and then, as you can see on the plates, were these vampire skulls. These are filled with sausage and cream cheese, just a little hand pie. On the table, you can also see this tombstone cake, which is I'm very proud of. I handmade this myself. It was like 3 cake mixes. I stacked them on top of each other, and I should have used cake poles, but I used plastic knives to hold it together. And it is just supposed to look like tombstone, and I think I captured that very well. And I also handmade these crackers on a green dyed cheese ball because I thought it was creepy and fun.